What's good, y'all? It is Pod.cannion, and I'm back with another reaction video. And today we will feel pain. This is the pain Black Air Force, I think, roundtable trial. You know, CJ the champ, you already know about this goat. You already know the Shinobi who neeked the whole hidden leaf. I just got done watching some unhinged Naruto, so I was like, you see, I'm 8 days late to this, so we just gonna get straight into it.
Power on.
Don't even mind that. We just gonna get straight into it. If y'all like the video, like it, subscribe if you're new, because all we do is chill over here. And of course, this is the pain recap. We have that Danzo pack on standby, because this is kind of his fault. But with that being said, y'all like the video, like it, subscribe if you're new. All we do is chill over here. Let's get into it. So much pain.
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Her neck is
Oh my
already
gosh,
broken.
Hinata.
She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening.
Oh no, not the Sneeko chair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now
Still no
in
pain
session.
trial.
And it is for none other than the Shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones and will roll up on you with 6 hits. The master of
Gotta
jump
jump your
jutsu,
ass.
Pain. Now this one's
Jump
gonna be a
jutsu.
long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence
Yeah.
is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado,
Mr. Pain.
Exhibit A.
Yo, them,
Alright.
them phrases.
Exhibit A. Taking over the hidden reign and jumping a senior citizen.
Senior
Let me
citizen.
let y'all in on a little secret.
Okay.
You want to know why it took me so long to make this video specifically?
It's
I had
sad.
to go back and watch my goat
Yep.
get jumped by six. Like, it's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about
Yeah,
this shit till this
it's-
day. Like,
to this
on the
day.
real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out by 6 fucking emo years. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass and didn't even give them the respect of a one-on-one. Now,
course.
before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and break this down real quick.
All right.
Now, if you watch my Donzo video, I've already basically went over
Donzo,
how
bitch
Nagato
ass.
ended up becoming Pain. But if you
Yeah,
need a little refresher
yeah,
real quick,
let's-
Donzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now,
Oh my
after
gosh.
he was
I
set up
just
and his
realized,
whole crew got slimed out,
y'all
Nagato
can't
made
see
sure
me
that he was going to get
unless
his revenge
I
by
zoom
any
out.
means necessary. So on one fateful day,
Well,
he pulled up to Hanzo's compound
hold on.
and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of
Nah, I
bodies.
don't think it's
Old boy
recording
right here
me.
in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime
Just
back
so,
position.
you know what I'm
Then
saying,
he
y'all
threw
don't
Hanzo
think
into the wall like
this
a
a
piece of
CJ
trash that he
chat
was.
video. I'm
And in
reacting to
Hanzo's last moments,
type
bro
shit.
started begging for his life.
Please.
But Pain stared him dead into his
I need to
soul and
watch
told
that
him,
outro.
"Are you serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you
Yeah.
talking about, please don't kill me after you sold us out to that fucking fraud Donzo. When all we wanted was peace.
I didn't think we was sparking the Donzo pack up this early, but fuck.
That motherfucking fraud set me up too, motherfucker. You
He
should
did,
have thought of that before
but-
you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, twin. Please don't.
Oh, let me
Pain
turn up
straight
this
up
brightness.
spun back
so
for
y'all
his
cannot
whole
see my
crew
ass.
and boomed
My black
Hanzo
ass.
along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there. Oh no.
The world
Because
must feel
he
pain.
made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even their infants, and wiped them all off them.
Those are biblical levels of rage. Holy shit.
Dude straight up eradicated his
What the
entire
fuck?
clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now,
oh my God,
we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit, and
I'm
it is,
sorry.
of course, my go getting jumped.
And I fell down
Now
to
let's
my
go ahead
knees.
and set
You
the
know what?
record
I'm not
straight.
even
When
gonna smoke
it was
this
just a
shit
1v1,
while
when it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking
him.
that nigga shit. Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs, Demon Cerberus dogs, the Brazen Bull, a mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Boom, nigga.
That whole
This
sequence
fight
was clean.
actually
He was getting
manageable
busy.
until Pain stopped playing fair and said,
He was getting
I have
busy.
to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior.
Yeah, with the frogs.
However,
He
let's
was
see
getting
how you
busy.
fare when it comes to getting jumped.
Oh God.
Didn't the weekend builder say?
Yo, don't prolong this moment. We're trying to get over this, and you give me 2 ads, like y'all. That's why we need 1,000 subscribers so I can pay for YouTube Premium. But hey, it's not that bad. Well, we're almost over with the worst part, because y'all know what happens after.
In the fight, a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all 3 of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit,
Waffle
Jiraiya
House
was like,
employees.
fuck this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got
An
Maul
IQ
and
too
Paul
high?
to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other 2 were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them die. But when the human pack tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies. Cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all 3 of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all 3 of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this
Plot.
is when the bullshit ramped up to the max. While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another Pain spawns behind him. And he just whispers in his ear.
Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish Gooner sensei?
Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when
Cooked
all the
and
Pains
GGs.
arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you could see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my God, there's
I'm
6
cooked.
of these niggas. And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick
I'm
to
sick.
his stomach.
I'm
First
sick
of
to
all,
my stomach.
the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegades? Like, excuse me, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was
shook.
thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him,
Yes, Jiraiya-sensei. Your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out.
So all 6 Pains jumped down and started jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal pack and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into Bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he does, and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my god, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who Bro exactly is, the bad nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death. So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said, Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies after getting killed by 6 niggas.
Sounds like bitch made activity to me. Say no.
Exhibit B.
The whole family can be reunited.
Holy shit.
You know that thing where you send 3 emails to find
I'd
time
be so
for
tempted
one
to zoom
meeting?
in, but no, I
Yeah,
can't.
that was eating up.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
Figure a way around
Exhibit B,
this.
invading the hidden leaf. Now, this exhibit right here is
Yeah.
going to easily be the longest exhibit for this drop. Because
Until
the
you
amount
made
of
C.
destruction and people that just straight up die in
Yeah.
this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are
It
about to
wasn't
go
for
to
plot.
the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the hidden leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other 2 Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra takes both of them off of him, killing these 2 poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked Bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And with that, these 4 unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the 4 guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawned inside the leaf and dispersed. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed. They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a case of mass murder and just flat out terrorism. Because the amount of people dying and blocks getting blown up is legitimately uncountable. And my God, the amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch it.
Like, dude, like we gonna get to. I'm gonna talk about.
A chair wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. Pause. And I ain't gonna lie.
But I just know I remember watching this series. At least I've watched Naruto multiple times. I'm not gonna lie, but Shippuden I've only watched once. Not because it's bad or anything. It's just long and like I was kind of there. Like I won't say I was there for all of it. So I guess I sort of rewatched some of Shippuden. Like when I binged it, but I was like, yo, how are they gonna get out of this? I was genuinely like questioning and wondering. Like, I thought Kakashi lives longer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh shit.
The big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them, where is the Nine Tails Naruto Uzumaki? But the Jonin were like, I ain't no snitch. Yes, bitch. So he used his quick nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault. Because that was so unfreakishly called for. So while Buff Pain was out here taking tongues and other things, this motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight. Cause all I see in front of me is a buffet of fiends. And blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonin around him. The while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi.
Yeah.
So here's how this
I was like,
tragedy
yo,
went down. So Kakashi
him
confronted
too?
the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Iruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul. And he ends up bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me.
So the bold Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces. So Pain starts to pull Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving, but Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, that don't work.
There's no way out of this.
Now be careful with Hardy's new hot honey. You'll get lost in that made from scratch.
By staying away from it. Let me stop.
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut. Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after
they brought
the
accusations.
bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of jump jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says, Shinra Tensei, and blows up the entire area. And this attack took out every single no-name bum that tried to land a attack on this man. So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasts him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit on the ground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bold Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing up the entire area. And after their failed attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out cold, and Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
"Oh, foolish. Did you really think a master of jump jitsu wouldn't know how to counter jump jitsu itself? What a shame. The motherfuckers really call you the copy ninja. Now, no Pain, and take this 223 to the dome."
I was like,
Damn shame. Now, Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot, because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Bro, two of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal had made the village a whole open zoo, and Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting choked out on a wall.
no, not the
This
child.
nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swatted away like a fly. And this freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone, and Konohamaru faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Cause what the fuck is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids, like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like, real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on rank. Cause some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank, shit, and Chunin are sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like, generally how? So while the chaos continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad,
"Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary."
the Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with terror. Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch. Poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like,
"Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left. I came here to spread pain."
So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the Leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
"Tell me, woman, what type of peace has your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your village is responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I ever had. Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Donzo accountable for their actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map."
So Pain starts to float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says,
"And now, this world shall know pain."
So this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart, Shinra Tensei, and blows this entire bitch up. This man turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl.
Nuking the
Nigga
leaf.
straight up nuked this bitch. It made every single villager of the leaf experience true pain.
Yeah. And the thing about pain, it's like you definitely, I like certain like Naruto villains where it's like you see where they're coming from. It's just that their idea is flawed. And this is one too where it's like you see where he's coming from, but it's just a flawed idea. Like you think
what the
like
fuck? Are you a Donzo secret agent or some shit, my nigga? I'm sorry,
It's
I didn't even mean to cut me off video like that. I was really trying to hold my breath way, but once I heard that bullshit, I said, hell nah.
No, we've already smoked Donzo's pack, but it's just the fact that you're saying if everybody experiences pain, nobody that's Pain's philosophy. He said practically like if everybody knows what pain's like, nobody will inflict pain on other people. But that's simply not true. Would you like to disagree?
I still disagree.
So
My nigga, there's pain, and there's what pain went through. You know what I'm saying? Naruto on the swings, not having no friends, yeah, that's painful. And the fact that how he could even try to relate to that nigga is crazy. Because this nigga saw his own parents get murdered.
Yeah.
He saw his own parents get murdered. Then the man who raised them left and abandoned him. Then he saw his own homeboy, the nigga who he grew up with since a youngster in the ward. He saw that nigga die right before his own eyes because niggas ain't trust their fucking group. And he was trying to get them niggas slimed out. And then what happens? Then what happens? Come on. We all know. Then you find out the nigga that raised you is on the hunt for your ass. He ain't seen you in how long? Now he hunting y'all niggas down?
Well, that's
He didn't know, I know.
that's
but
after, yeah.
he didn't know, but still. It just went in with it. Alright, I'm done. My fault, bro. My fault.
And it's like, yes, I do understand that. That is like easily top 5 tragic backstories in Naruto. I'd argue top 3. But
It's probably the most painful backstory.
like, dude,
I can't think of anybody who
like I will argue for the number 1 spot. Like
either
that nigga.
the only person who really comes close to me, in my personal opinion, is Gaara and
Yes.
Shikamaru.
Yes.
I feel well,
They're in my top 5 both.
and you know, this
Kakashi
thing, she didn't get
maybe.
enough screen time, but Ino, she didn't get enough screen time.
She ain't getting enough screen time, but yeah.
You know, the reason why I say Shikamaru is because, you know, he saw his sensei get killed. Then he saw his pops get killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas dying. Then he had his homeboys. Like for real, Shikamaru was going through it. No
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah.
And he just was smart ass nigga. So he was.
He stayed solid.
Feel me? You know.
But it's like this is why like I want to make certain parallels, but I can't do that yet. You got to finish Attack on Titan. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'll finish it in 2030.
In 2030. Yeah, because it's like I can make the same argument just for certain characters' motivation in season 4. And it's like you understand it, but it's like it's a flawed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like just because you experience that pain, I don't think having everyone else experience your pain will. I used to think this. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, yo, if everybody experienced what everyone else, like, if everyone experienced that shit, like, it actually would, like, I actually did think this at one point. I'm not gonna lie. Not like in an evil way, like, we must inflict pain on everyone so nobody else oppresses nobody. Like, not like that, but I'm just like, if certain people just don't have the capacity to understand and empathize with somebody's struggle, especially if all they know is an easy life. So it's like, it's definitely an interesting conversation about like was Pain in the right? And like other villains too in Naruto, like Madara, I feel like Madara was cooking as well with his idea. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree? Or you thought I was gonna put a butt in there?
This nigga just said Madara was cooking with his idea.
Was Madara not cooking? I thought he was cooking a little bit. It's flawed as well. Like I feel like all the Naruto.
I'm not gonna lie. The idea sounds great.
But it's flawed.
Now I wouldn't even say it's flawed. The idea and what he was thinking, like of doing, it really does sound good. Until you actually sit there and watch the anime, you just kind of like, huh.
Oh yeah, especially when they do go through the different. Yeah.
It's like, huh. So this is what the all hate was about. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. It wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's like I can see where they're coming from and where their inspiration is. Let's get into this last exhibit. But yeah, y'all let me know, like, do y'all think Pain was cooking? Do y'all think Pain was just all right tripping? Like, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Exhibit C. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C. Animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death. So after Pain nuked the leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like 5 seconds. Even Pain was like, well goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that. So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain, because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the animal path summons. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out.
That's a hockey punch right there.
Water's going. See what's out there.
He put hockey on that punch. I'm
Real fireworks?
you know.
Out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All You Can Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path. Straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting there for it. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. He gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All You Can Eat Will Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the freak nigga jutsu, and the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this nigga, and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back. So after Freaky Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Gamakichi and the Toads try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all 3 of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams his ult once again. He sent these damn Toads flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang,
gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here. Because bro just casually threw giant toads like they were nothing. So after he flung the toads all the way out of the leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him. And Chunky Boy gets one right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's sage chakra. But this was a massive mistake made by Pain. Because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his sage chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death. This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto,
Okay, little nigga, let me ask you this here. What about my...
Tell me, you down to throw hands until you start getting your ass beat. Now all of a sudden it's like, yo, we can talk this out, bro. We don't even have to sit here and fight. Look, you're just like me whole time. You're just like me. What are we fighting for? You really one of a kind, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Could have led with that, but
Like, bro, when I started One Piece, bro, that was one of my favorite things about Luffy, bro. I was like, fade, bro. I said, this nigga don't duck a fade. I said, that's my MC right there.
He said, we might talk after I whoop your ass.
Facts.
But
After. And it's a huge after.
It's a huge after. But I gotta make sure
Try to make sure your ass get whooped. Nigga said, did you just call my crewmate a bitch?
Like, dude.
What about my friends? What about my village? They all suffered the same that your village has suffered, and it was done by your people. Yes, the
Yeah,
leaf,
right, he couldn't
the
even
niggas
say
you
nothing
be
of that.
with,
Like, he was cooking
fucked
right here.
my entire lifeline. So all I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain,
Like,
you
yo,
now
season
feel
4
pain.
AOT.
So
I'm
answer this
telling you.
question for me, little nigga. How would you
Same
stop
argument.
this cycle of hatred? Oh shit! Oh no! That is exactly what the I thought.
So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods to just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, get up, you snapper. Don't let this heathen pin you down. Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up.
Oh, God, not
Yeah,
Granny.
so, bitch, shut the fuck up.
So after Pain brutally assaulted a old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal do
I'm
something
sorry.
ass whoopings
sorry,
of all
Hinata.
time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is. Pain
Sorry,
versus
Hinata.
Hinata.
Is
This
it really
was
a
one of those
versus?
ass whoopings that you begged people to
Like,
make.
oh.
Like on the real, this
Like,
is
I
one of
only
the
watched this
hardest
shit
fights you
once,
ever
and I
watched.
just
Like, it is
still
up there with
vividly
Videl
remember
versus
how bad it
Spopovich. So here is how this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now I'm not gonna lie, her plan
I
was
love where her heart
actually
is.
smart, cause she
I love
didn't
where
try
her
to
heart is.
fight the nigga
Absolutely
head on at
love
first. What she
Hinata's
tried
heart.
to do was keep the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again. Pain
See,
was
that
shocked.
was
He
her
like,
first.
Well, ain't this some
See,
shit?
like, I was like,
This
okay,
girl is
yeah.
actually not an idiot.
Get the
So when she
hero
tried to hit
saved.
the next one, Pain sends
And then,
Hinata
yeah.
flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her
Oh
body
my.
is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. So when Hinata was already on
The cut chair.
she said, trying to hit the chakra rock,
This Nico
I'ma just have to
chair.
put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain, but good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the
God.
grace of God, Nagato ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shima Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere. And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused.
I was like, yo, why is this
like,
dragging on? I was like, yo.
why are you still getting up? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool who doesn't even realize you like him till the last movie of the series? I love Naruto-kun. My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
The closest thing to fresh air in this office is your boss's screensaver.
Shout out Hinata, bro. She tried.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how she survived this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to four tails off the rip. That seal that Yamato put on? Bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting the, I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in. Until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard, he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him. Just smacking him over on the head over and over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
like, the shit that they did with his face, bro.
Every single frame of this scene is a national treasure.
Yes.
So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going pro and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like, is that all you got? I expect more.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones where I was just like, you know, I realized the animation just got a little bit worse. And then out of nowhere, this fight was on my screen, and I was like, okay. That was my first peep of the formula. We saving up the budget for something big coming up. Now I see, like, when I see that animation be a little stale. Especially for big budget animes like this, like, yeah, we know what's coming up.
So after Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no. You can't do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like,
I'm crashing out.
I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you can tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Bro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Ninetales. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had Bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the Planetary Devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic. Because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying to hold back all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shinra Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched himself at him and shoved a Rasengan to his gut. So after the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history.
Johan
Tokyo
Aizen.
Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was
not working with them niggas,
but
bro.
Naruto ended up beating him. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, "Alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin." So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, "Oh man, I get it. I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little jit, and I would sit on this swing set every day, yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue. My parents...
Not enough, nigga. Continue.
Baby. And our sorry-ass third Hokage...
Oh, we need to smoke the third Hokage pack tonight. You're right.
The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent. And I drunk spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village. So Naruto's 100% crit rate talk no jutsu worked. And this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he killed in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges after he revived everybody in the leaf? Hell no! The verdict. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their
Welcome to the round table of Black Force activity.
That nigga's dead forever. Oh yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.
Shout out CJ the Champ. Shout out y'all if y'all made it to the end of the video. You already know. If y'all like the video, like it, subscribe if you do. All we do is chill over here. With that being said, be great, be safe. Keep on getting to that bag. And I'm going to catch you in the next video. Peace.